Good morning, everybody. Welcome to My Creative Time with Emma, and also welcome to another Just Cards. Today is a day that my team are making only card ideas for you, so I'm going to show you what we are using. We are using my belly band sentiments, and we're going to use the Halloween sentiment there. And this is the one that coordinates with our belly band the belly band die, but we're not using the die. We're only going to use the sentiments today. Then I'm using my new favorite torn paper frame die layers. We're using the layers and we are using the actual frames, okay? So the layers have the stitching and the frames are without the stitching, but the layers, these layer perfectly on top of that, okay? And then we are using my Ghost Lollipop holder die. We're not using it as a lollipop. What I do is I just cut out this portion only and I just trimmed it there so we could just have a ghost only. Okie dokie, let's go ahead and get this card together. I went ahead and I cut everything out. So I went ahead and I made a frame again like I did that last time. I put one die here and then one die I put the die on my die cutting machine, then I put the bigger die and then one of the smaller dies, and then I ran it through and it turns into a little frame, and I used the frame die layers for that one, and then I used one of the plain frame dies for this, and this is going to go, I want this to back behind that, so what we are going to do, we are going to go ahead and just adhere this down behind this. I wanted some kind of layering that has some kind of, you know what I'm saying, like little decorative background there. Let's see. So I'm trying to get this as close to the edges, I mean close to this frame portion as possible. There we go. Okay, and then we're just going to go ahead and put this behind here, like so. Okay, so now you could see, you see how that gives that little frame. Oh shoot, you know what, actually, let me take this back off. I made an error already. Let me just kind of peel this off here. Okay, so before we glue that completely down there, what I want to do is I want to put this, the little ghost is going to come in through here and it's going to be peeking out like so. I'm not sure if I wanted this like that. Now let's go ahead and do it just like so. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead, I kind of want him to like kind of pop up a little bit, so we're going to use this little pop dot here, and then we're going to squeeze it behind the actual ghost. There we go, just so it could stay. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we are going to go ahead and add his little, we're going to add this little boo right here. Okay, that is going to go like so, and this we're just going to go ahead and just adhere directly down. So let me grab this. I'm not going to pop this up. I should though, actually. Actually, yes, let's pop it up. I changed my mind. So let's go ahead and grab some pop dots here. Alright, so let's just go ahead and tear those little pieces off. We don't need all those extra pieces there. So we will pop that up. So let me just kind of just do little thin strips like so. Three might be enough. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay, one down. And then let's see, is this too long for that? And then this is going to go like so. Okay, and then we're going to put one right there in the center. And that I could probably use just a little bit thicker one. Okay, so I think that will work. Okay, so, and I love these little scrapbook adhesive little pop-up dies because they are permanent. So that is going to go like so. Oh yeah, I'm happy I popped that up. And then we're going to put the little dot for the exclamation. Let's see if I have a small enough guy here. Yeah, let's go ahead and try this on here and see if this will fit that. There we go, perfecto. This is why I didn't want to pop it up, because I knew these had to be, you know, tiny and thin. There we go, perfection there. Okie dokie, so now for the eyes, we're just going to glue it down. Remember how I told you how I like to save the negative? Because I want it to kind of go, because that's where I want the eyes. I want them to be kind of in the perfect placement. So we're going to glue these guys down. And I'm just using my favorite right here, my favorite glossy accents. And then we're going to get the little eyeballs on here. I'm not going to put too much glue because I don't want it to seep out the sides and have my little negative like get stuck down on there too. So I'm trying to put just very minimal, but make sure it, that's why I love this, because I know this will stay down. Perfect. I love it. Okay, so now that we got the front of the card done here, so now we're going to put this side. Now, I'm not sure about those little holes. I'm not really feeling the holes because that's where the little lollipop die was. That's where you put the ribbon in, so I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. But in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to put the actual rest of the card together. Now, I cut out this, a smaller part here, because this is where we're going to stamp. Well, let's go ahead and stamp it first. Let me grab this. So let's grab some ink here. So I'm using my Ranger ink. And then we're going to stamp the sentiment on the inside here of the card. Let me make sure I get it all stamped perfectly. Okie dokie. Okay, and this says, spooky, spooky, screamy, screamy, have a happy Halloweeny. Love this one. Okie dokie, there we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we are going to go ahead, let me grab this here. Let me kind of dry it up some. I'm just going to, since this is black, I'm going to go ahead and just put this down like that just in case it smears. And it's okay if it smears on that because you're not going to be able to see it. So now I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down to the card base. Now I cut this out twice only because I want it to, we're going to make a card. I mean, you'll see what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and put that aside. We're going to go ahead and put this on the front part. Okay, and this is going to layer on here like so. Okay, and then what we're going to do with this one, because I want it to open like a top folding card, this I'm going to go ahead and score like so. So this is going to open. So basically we're going to go ahead and adhere these together. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this because I want to make sure this does not come apart. So I'm going to go ahead and just use my favorite glossy accents to make sure this does not come apart on me. Just like so. And that's going to get glued on. Let me just line it up there. So this is how you can make your little shape cards. You know what I'm saying? Just so this way then they'll open up like that. Okay, so let me just grab my bone folder and just kind of just... Okay, so then after you go ahead and you just open it just like so, and you have your cute little message on the inside. Let me grab something really quick. Okay, I think I'm going to add some twine up here at the top to kind of get the attention away from this, my poor little ghost's big forehead. Because this part right there, and I don't want to put a bow on it. I could put a bow on him, but I'm not. I'm just going to leave it. So I am just going to wrap this around here a couple of times. I know I'm cutting a lot of this because I just want to make sure I get it where I want it to go. Okay, so let's just, I'm thinking if we just tie a bow right here, it'll take away from the little holes that are on his poor forehead there. Okay, let's trim these. Okay, I think we could get away with that. Let's see. I'm just going to kind of tuck this underneath the boo because we don't want to cover that up. Let me make this one just a little bit smaller. Okay, I think I could live with that. I think that will work. So let's just bring this up there. There we go. Perfect. Okay, yeah, there we go. We fixed it. Okay, let's move this. Go ahead and just give this a little trim. We don't need that much up here. There we go. Okay, now I'm happy. Now it's much, much better. So anyways, that is it for today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my card here today. Head on over to my blog at www.creativetimeforme.com to see what the rest of my amazing team has for you today. And thank you so very much for tuning in. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you all back here soon. Bye-bye.